Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. Come on. So it's time for Spin the Wheel. I need your assistance with a rather delicate situation. We have an intelligence operative undercover at Drozana Station. Her astute observations have given us an edge in the critical engagements in the neutral zone. 22 hours ago, this operative activated an emergency subspace beacon. Zamara would only contact me in this matter if she was about to be discovered by the enemy or her life was in danger. I am understandably concerned. I need you to go to Drozana. Can't talk today. I need you to go to Drozana and find Zamara and assist her. Take her to safety if you have to, but do not blow her cover. If you go in there weapons blazing, you may get her killed. I have access to your logs. It's been some time since you had some shore leave. I suggest you go visit Drozana for some downtime. Okay, come in.
Everything we do is...
Oh, I got to oil this chair.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared.
Don't tell me the game just froze. Okay, no, it didn't. Good. Not sure where we should start, but intelligence shows that Balan is the Frankie to talk to if you need to look for information. He's a bartender. We should look for him in the lounge area. Question him, I will.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's specials?
No, I do not.
Have you tried the Comet Cocktail? It's out of this world.
I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all? Me? I want a leggy Vulcan with a liberal attitude toward interspecies relations. So, are you looking for someone in particular, or just some company?
Her name is Zamara. Do you know her?
Oh yeah, I know Samara. Maybe she's been here recently, and maybe she hasn't. My memory is kind of hazy.
Perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. In fact, I feel my memory clearing up already. I tell you what, I know you Empire types don't think throwing around large sums of latinum is honorable. But what you do have are skills and a willingness to get your hands dirty. That's what I need right now. Our replicators are on the fritz. Maybe it's a whole power system because the lights are going wonky too. But a little blue mood lighting isn't as big a problem for me as unfilled drink orders. Go to the cargo bay and get my replicators working. By the time you're done, I'm sure I will have remembered where I last saw Zamara.
You better, or I'll snap your spine. Run diagnostic on replicators. Action unavailable. Replicators are offline due to diminished function of electroplasma distribution network. Diagnosis on that. 30% drop in power reported on deck 1. Replicators are offline until power fluctuations are repaired. What is the cause of loss on power deck 1? Unknown. Must be done to restore power to deck 1. Power must be rerouted through systems to relieve strain on EPS conduits. The following systems are available for this process: Holo suites, gravity control replicators, environmental controls, defense. 6 connections are required to utilize the power grid. The team. Captain, the biggest problem you're going to have is repairing anything on that station is in the age of the system and the general lack of maintenance. Drozana was built in the mid-23rd century, and many of the systems in the station haven't had a major upgrade in more than a century, so if you're dealing with an EPS system, you just can't handle the strain of running minor equipment like replicators. I've been digging in our database, and I found a log written by a member of the House of Duras responsible for maintaining the station in the early 24th century. The log says that you need to regulate the power flow by routing it through the various subsystems. Almost like you're using those systems as ancient circuit breakers. What do you suggest? First thing you should try to do is scan some of the damaged systems and power couplings. In the cargo bay, you should learn more about how to properly align the relays. Which I already know how to do that. And done.
Get your Comet Cocktails. 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Have you tried the Comet Cocktail? It's out of this world.
The replicators are working.
They are, and I am exceedingly pleased by your generous offer to repair them for no compensation. I can't let you go away empty-handed, though. How about I give you a 15% discount on drinks and souvenirs for an amount of time to be determined by management?
We had a deal, replicators, for information about Zamara.
Fine. A deal's a deal, right? Never let it be said that I'll cheat a valued customer like yourself. Personally, I don't know why you're so interested in her. She's a looker, but just try talking to her. She's more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent in a room full of Tal Shiar. Zamara usually hangs out near the Dabo tables. Keep an eye out for a looker wearing purple. You can't miss her. Good.
Thank you. And there she is.
Be careful. They're watching. I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
They who?
Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm being watched. I've seen too many familiar faces in the crowd, and there are shadows. Watchers in the dark. I see them out of the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking, but I'm always looking. When the lights change, there they are. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
I was sent to help you.
You weren't sent to help me. You were sent to watch me. Command needs me to keep feeding information to Klingon intelligence. People come here and they drink and they talk. It's amazing the bits of information you can pick up around a Dabo table. Everything, even the smallest detail, is important. Captain Gerard was in here last week. He ordered blood wine, an entire bottle of the 2309 vintage, to be exact. That business with the House of Torg must have upset him more than we knew. When Gerard's happy, he drinks Warnog. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
Tell me more about what happened with the House of Torg.
If you do not know this story, then perhaps you should spend less time drinking and more time paying attention to the games between the great houses on Kronos. The Klingons fight more than one war, my friend. The battles among the houses will shape the Empire more than the battles against Starfleet. But you seem to be pleasant, if naive, so I will tell you what happened.
Even though I already know what happened, because I caused it.
Torg was on the High Council until he made a play to destroy the House of Martok. He was partially successful. Maven, son of Drex, is dead. The house has no heir unless Drex takes a new mate and fathers a new son. But Martok's widow is wise. Her son Drex is far away from the homeworld fighting Starfleet, so Lady Sorella called for warriors to defend her house. They exposed Torg's treachery, and Jempok was forced to discommendate him. As to why that would make Gerard unhappy, Torg raised Gerard after his mother died. Now he is an outcast, and his house has fallen. Gerard cannot speak to him without losing his own honor. I cannot believe a warrior such as yourself does not know these things. Are you trying to discover what stories people tell of your deeds? Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
What can I do to help you?
Find out who is watching me. I'm not safe here. Starfleet intelligence is looking for me. They know someone has been feeding intelligence to the Empire. The ghosts are watching. Their eyes are hungry. Yesterday, they surrounded a drunken Nausicaa. Now, he's dead. They will find me when the blue light shines, and then I'll disappear.
I know what the ghosts are.
How could you know that? You may think you know. You may even have readings in your tricorder that you think are right, but you don't know. How could you know? I'm here every day. They watch me, and I watch them.
Wow, she is very paranoid. I can take you someplace safe.
No, they're everywhere. They're watching. You've been here too long. Someone will notice that we're together. Go do something else. Play Dabo. I'll contact you when I'm ready. When it's safe. What?
Spin the wheel and win.
Let's see which Latin I might win this round.
Double!
850, huh?
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get... Double!
Was that,
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get that lucky. We would have been here all night.
That's a great
Samara wants me to give you a message. She wants you to know, if you're interested in finding out what's really going on here at Drazana Station, you need to check out the lower levels. I have an access code for you that will get you past the security doors. If you want to talk with her again, I suggest you collect your winnings and catch her before she leaves.
thank you, Lita.
I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
Are you ready to talk now?
You don't need to worry about me. I'm going to leave this place to the ghosts. They seem to belong here more than we do. I've booked passage on a ship. You don't need to know which one. Just tell Command he'll keep getting his intel, one way or another. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Captain, there were Davidians in the Nazi system. Now he found evidence of them again on Drazana Station. Obviously they're using the new Drazana as some sort of hunting ground. We cannot allow these creatures to feed on warriors of the Empire. I've requested sensor data from ships closest to the comet's current location for analysis. That's only half our problem. Properties of the comet are somehow easing the Davidians' entry into this area of space. We need weapons capable of destroying them. Recommendations. Closest research lab is on Granada Station. I recommend we consult the team there. Alright, beam up. Alright, here we come. Okay, no officer assigned for that.
You need something?
I found evidence of Davidians in the neutral zone.
I know. Kamen has been keeping me informed. I have an item that might help. It's a prototype weapon that was found on the USS DeWitt. I will need to make some modifications to make it useful against Davidians, but that's nothing I can't handle. The weapon is called a synchronic distortion prototype rifle. If my changes work, the weapon's secondary effect will be devastating against phase-shifted Davidians. I'll send the finished weapon on to Kamen when I'm done. Fight well. The Davidians have no honor, and they think of nothing but their own hunger. You have a mighty battle ahead of you.
Zamara has always had an excessive imagination. Flighty, as the humans might say. Still, if she is safe and willing to continue to work for the Empire, you've done well. I am more concerned about these ghosts she mentioned. You already found evidence of Davidians in the neutral zone. They could be at Drozana Station as well. According to Zamara, one Klingon has already died. No more will fall on my watch. Belair sent me a weapon that might be of use to you. Use it well. Everything.
Congratulations,
we do is for the
Lieutenant
Empire.
Commander.
It's clear that the Davidians are more of a problem than we initially thought. We know they're in the neutral zone. Now we know they're on Drozana Station as well. And according to Zamara, there have already been deaths there. In addition, she indicated that the lower levels of the station were a trouble spot. Those levels aren't used as part of the club there, and they haven't been maintained for years. And the Ferengi are, of course, quite reticent to put any effort into any maintenance that isn't absolutely necessary. That means we don't really know what's down there. I want you to take a lift down and find out. I have access to Starfleet records of encounters with Davidians that have indicated that they will create nests around the temporal portals they use. So keep an eye out for anomalies. If we find the portal, we'll know where and when the Davidians are feeding. Everything we do.
Back to Drozana Station. I need to equip rifle. So I'm reading temporal fluctuations and trialic energy in these levels of the station. Staying down here for too long could be hazardous. Interference also may make it difficult to contact the ship or use transporters if we need to send for additional warriors. This level primarily contains power junctions and EPS conduits for the rooms above us. We need to reach the maintenance lift and take that down to the computer core. This box of emergency supplies isn't just laying around. Balan probably bartered with a Nausicaan pirate for it. I recognize these flashlight drones, hands-free hover system, and programmed to shift in response to your movement. Not the most reliable design though. They turn off while in combat. Relic waves, there must be Davidians nearby. I expect we'll see more as we approach the area with the greatest concentration of trialic energy. Sir, I'm also picking up some intermittent readings from the door to our left. However, the interference and trialic waves are making it hard to get an accurate scan at this distance. Oop, dead Ferengi. As Ferengi suffered from trialic radiation poisoning, it seems he's been down here for a while, sir. Even if the Davidians can't use his neural energy, it's still dangerous to be too close to their nest. The temporal flux is affecting the transporters. Once we get out of here, we can notify station security and let them deal with the body. Captain, it appears the maintenance levels are suffering from intermittent power problems. The EPS conduits are probably overloaded due to temporal fluctuations. This station's pretty old, sir, and many of the components are more than a century old. I am seeing trialic surges near the maintenance lift and across multiple levels, but nothing that can't be consistently tracked. Wow, I cannot read today. Read or talk. Okay, that door is locked. This door is stuck, sir. Have to find another way around. One of the side maintenance passages should have an alternate route. Yes, but I'm engineering.
Enemy target on sensor. Enemy target on sensor. Flanking damage detected.
Someone put the lift on emergency lockdown. We'll have to override the lockdown code to access it. I should do it. I don't understand why someone would lock down the lift in the first place. Sir, we need to be wary. There may be a saboteur at work here. Otherwise known as Bonniekin. This isn't the computer core level. It appears that the lift is stuck. We're somewhere on the maintenance level for environmental controls and waste recycling. We need to track down the damaged junctions on this floor and repair or bypass them before we can take the lift to the computer core at level. Captain in the door, we're locked in.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Log entry supplemental. The strange power fluctuations are related to the problems in the power subsystems on the upper decks. So I'm looking into the possibility of feedback damage or spikes in the environmental systems. It could take some time to find the problem and make repairs, though. Particularly if I need to use the replicators to create replacement components. Balan is loath to allow use of the replicators for anything more than blood wine and Gramillion sand peas. This is dirty, uncomfortable, and thoroughly disagreeable work. Naturally, as soon as the job involves mucking around in the recycled atmosphere and waste processing, I get the short straw.
Someone's not happy.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets on sensors.
Hello? Is someone out there? Please, help me!
That voice is coming from the communications console on the wall, Captain.
Hello? Is someone there?
Who is this?
Please, you have to help me. I came down here to check on one of the atmosphere regulators, and someone shot me.
Who shot you?
I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look. He was so fast. Please, you have to find a way to open this door and get me out of here.
From activating the manual override, try to reach the release lever.
Prophet, no! He's back! He's... No! Ah!
Multiple phaser burns and contusions, sir. This woman was murdered. The wounds are still warm. She was killed just a few seconds ago. This room has no other entrances or exits, and a transport disruption would prevent anyone from beaming in or out. Whoever did this somehow able to sneak into the room and kill this woman without us ever seeing anything suspicious.
supplemental. I've upgraded a few of the components on this level, including remote overrides for bleed valves on environment controls, hollow emitters to expedite further repairs, and security overrides in case of emergency. I'm starting to suspect that the low-level radiation I've detected on these decks has affected the station inhabitants, and that some are showing signs of transient acute schizophrenia and paranoia. I'll have to maintain contact silence for now, so that they don't interfere while I'm trying to repair the systems. Once I've corrected the problems causing the radiation leaks, we can deal with the symptoms. Log entry supplemental. My work here will take far longer than I originally anticipated. Fortunately, I've engaged a safety interlock on the maintenance lift, so no one will come down here without me knowing about it. I found several program errors that have purged the affected subroutines. The work is much easier now. Soon, everything will be under control.
Interesting.
Barnican, Barnican, I see you. Barnican, Barnican, what will you do?
That always scares me. I know it's coming too. He just vanished.
Barnican, Barnican, dress all in red. Barnican, Barnican, soon you'll be dead. They sent you, didn't they, my old Barnican? To halt my work, to change my program. You'll not survive to perform such tricksies. Oh no, my pretty Barnican.
Personal shield losing power.
A malfunctioning hologram, no wonder. The Trilic energy would have degraded its program and caused instability. And the Davidians didn't bother it because they had no neural energy for them to feed upon. Sir, it looks like the encryption key for the door might correspond to a subroutine embedded in the hologram's mobile emitter. We should be able to use it to open the door. Mobile emitters are still rare outside of Starfleet and the KDF, Captain. Staff here must have spent quite a lot of latinum to attain one. If you ask me, Valon might be selling more than drinks and Dabo. It would be best if someone like Kamen keeps an eye on him. I agree. This is it, we've made it to the computer core level. On this station, the core itself is down a long ramp area. Past some regulator rooms, we should head there as quickly as possible. Another locked door. This one doesn't seem to have any special codes. Should be able to open it from the secondary security console just down the hallway.
Enemy targets on sensor.
That should do it. We need to go back to secure door we saw earlier in the hallway. Well, once we clear out the Davidians in this room. Oh, another triple. Love making them squeal. There's a doorway down the ramp. There are two exits in this room, both along the same wall. We head toward the core. We need to make the southernmost door to the east wall, follow the hallway, then turn left and go down the ramp. This person is from the 23rd century. The Davidians must be bringing their victims through time. We have to stop them before they are responsible for any other deaths. They could disrupt the timeline.
Enemy targets on sensor.
This room would house the tactical option, but we are not tactical. This appears to be a regulator room for the computer core systems. The Davidians are probably leeching power from the station. To keep the gate open, we should use the console to set up a power spike that would trigger near the computer core that might disrupt the Davidians and their gate. This looks like a field control station for the lower levels of the station. We could set up field systems here. We can activate them in the computer core area to counteract the Davidians' phase shifting abilities. That would push them out of our sync with our universe.
Enemy targets on sensors. Enemy targets
there a console lit up in here and I can get rid of these guys? Yes, there is, right here. Electronic energy is being suppressed. Distortion from the portal is intense here, and it's difficult to process all this information. Should at least be able to compensate enough to use the transporters again. Our scanners do not have the processing power to make sense of this data. You need to take it back to Granada Station for analysis. And let's get out of here. Ah.
Welcome to Drozana! Almost there.
Temporal fluctuation based on trialic phase shifting technology. Approximate date of incursion. DIS 2093, Federation 2265. Fluctuation tied to presence of entangled trialic generating matter. Source unknown. Rate of trialic energy incursion increasing. Portable accessible during resonance peak through application of phased energy discharge, phaser disruptor, or other energy projector.
Now that we know the approximate time of the Davidian infiltration of the past, I see no other option than to send a team there to engage them directly. I will need to make many preparations. Prepare your crew for battle, and wait for my signal. Everything.
Congratulations,
is for the
Lieutenant
Empire.
Commander.
Alright, this is where I'm going to end the stream. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time.